Fashion and function, whole lot to see in this 2024 Trax. So it's not the entry level, but it's definitely the popular model. What I have right here is a 2024 Chevrolet Trax 1RS. This is the good looking base model. So right off the bat, it definitely looks like a Chevrolet SUV. Very popular styling to stay within the family and a little bit different from what we've seen otherwise. Up here, we've seen normally is this dissected grille with some daytime running lamps. You don't get that on this 1RS. Right in here, you get your halogen headlamps, but that's also your daytime running lamp because in this little piece of the headlamp, right in there is an amber light, which is more or less going to be for your turn signals that will come over here. As I pan around to the side, you get these 18-inch aluminum wheels. Those are part of the dark accents that comes with this 1RS. And you can see this profile. It's definitely got a hatchback look and feel to it, where a little bit more of a sloping roof line that comes down, and definitely a little bit more of a prominent back as opposed to something like a Trailblazer, which would come a little bit more of an up and down aspect. Those are the Trax taillights, incandescent bulbs that will come in through here, but definitely got a sharp look. The RS, as you can see, that stands out with your traditional red lettering, but the Trax over here, we didn't have to order anything. It just shows up with black lettering. Now underneath the hood, this Trax is motivated by a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder turbo pumping out 137 horsepower and 162 foot-pound of torque for acceleration, and matched up with, again, that 6-speed automatic. This gearbox seems to keep this turbo well engaged. Now on the inside, even though this is, you know, a 1RS, you haven't really skimped out on finishing. What we've seen with the 2RS and now the 1RS, you get these little stylized vents, little red contrast that comes in through here, and then also on the door handles you get this textured material that will come in through here, and also that diamond pattern seems to follow right into the dash. This is more of a texture here and a little bit more of a prominent feel. You can't see it, but I can feel it. This feel here and this feel here are the same, and that kind of just moves over onto the dash. You can see again a little bit more of a textured soft touch material, and this kind of fades in a little bit more. It has the diamond look, but it's a different aspect altogether. So to start it up, we just grab our key, put it in through here, and the first thing you notice is this giant tablet it's an 8-inch infotainment system. This skin has been used on previous generations, so if you've used a General Motors product before the Google built in, you're going to be familiar with this. Same with your driver information center. This particular unit has been used before in lower end Trailblazers and previous generation Trax, so again, familiar. Now staying true to the RS trim level, you get your flat bottom steering wheel that will come in through here, and I also love staying true with RS. You get this little red stitching that kind of comes all the way around, but also right in through here, look at that. Heated steering wheel is part of this package, the 1LS, as well as standard heated seats. Keep it nice and toasty for those Canadian winters. Now, one of the benefits of this new infotainment system for 2023 is the wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I'm filming this with my smartphone right now, but you can see my Android Auto is already connected, and I don't have any cords attached in through here. So as this phone could be in my pocket, could be in my backpack, but you can see Android Auto is up and running. So again, with this, they've kind of gone with a two-tone look on the cloth interior. You get your style, multi-tone gray that will come in through here. Plus, being an RS, you get your little contrast red stitching all the way around the outside. But it's a very cushy seat that will come in. It's manual. That's really what you're going to get in a Trax unless you get the active. If I go around to the back side, if I'm sitting behind myself, mind the plastic, the vehicle just showed up. But lots of room that will come in through here. But also in particular, what we're fond of is when you open up the hatchback, very generous space. It's a little bit of a cutout on this side and this side, so you can fit some longer items or wider items that way. But you can see you get a 60-40 split. Now, as I come around to the passenger side, we're going to fold the seats down. So we just grab our little handle here, right? But unlike something like a Trailblazer, this front passenger seat does not come forward. It only stops right there. So you do have a little bit of a limitation, some differences between the Trailblazer and the Trax. So we're excited about this 2024 Trax, and particularly with this 1RS behind me. Chevrolet hasn't been in a sub $30,000 Canadian vehicle in a long time. So with this offering at the 1RS, we're just over $26,000, which means we can get a whole lot of features, definitely a whole lot of style, and definitely some wanted tech in one of these entry-level units.